Kuminga will miss his second consecutive game with bilateral knee tendonitis. He felt it in OKC. Didn't play in the second half of that first game against San Antonio last Wednesday night. DeJounte Murray, he's going to be out for a while for the Pelicans with the Achilles rupture. But look who's a game-time decision. Zion Williamson. He's missed the last 6 games for the Pelicans. That would definitely be a boost to their lineup, as they're also missing Jordan Poole today, who will not play as well. He's missed a few games here. But for the Warriors, what's so funny?
Listen, this is not the game to come back. You see how Steph is playing? It's not the game to come back and try to test that hamstring out. He's going to put you on every pick and roll possible.
Fast switch muscles are going to be tested.
That's a great point there, Fessy. I didn't know where you were going there, but as the Warriors get ready to take on the Pelicans, they are 2-10 on the season and just fired their head coach, Willie Green, after 4+ seasons and a slow start, of course. But for the Warriors, it's about locking in, doing what you need to do, which is trying to gain some consistency, Zena. Again, they were struggling on the road. They lost 6 in a row before sweeping the Spurs Wednesday and Friday night. And they've done it playing some good basketball, good fourth quarter defense, but also led by Stephen Curry, of course.
Right. The Stephen Curry aspect of that is probably the most consistent thing we've seen in the last 2 games. I mean, being able to average 47 points against a San Antonio defense is pretty decent in the NBA. What we need to keep seeing from the Warriors, though, is that ball movement, or excuse me, the off-ball movement around Steph that allows him the spacing to be able to do what he does best. On the days where he's not going to be able to drop 40 points, that's when you're going to have to get other people involved. And if you're already moving, if you're already getting your defender behind you, catching them lacking, that's going to have the opportunity for you to find some buckets. And so I'm really looking at these Warriors players around Steph to step up their productivity outside of just, basically moving around.
Okay, so if you're a fan and you're watching this game, this is not impressive, right? This is the team that scores the least amount of points in the Pelicans. They're, bottom of the field in defensive rating. For the Warriors, this is a huge game, all right? Because so far, let's look at the record. 2-6 on the road. Matter of fact, let's go to the record of them playing sub-500 teams. They are 3-2 for sub-500 teams, but those 3 wins came at home. So going against the Pelicans for the Warriors, this is a chance to get focused. You work on that professional part of your game where, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. You don't play down to the opponent. The Warriors we've seen Steph Curry go crazy the last couple games. This is a chance for the role players to enter the chat. I want to see Moses Moody. Jimmy Butler is also being another guy to carry the team, but I want to see Brandon Podziemski build on the second half he had last game. GP2 came into the game, made some big impacts. So for the Warriors, this is a chance to start something new and really rewrite that road narrative that's been plaguing them so far.
Before we tip off later on today with the Warriors and the Pelicans, I do want to revisit what happened the last 2 games with Stephen Curry. He scored 95 points against the San Antonio Spurs.
We can't stop talking about that.
I can't stop talking about it. I mean, think about the records he was setting. Look at the average against the San Antonio Spurs, shooting 57% from the floor. Again, 47.5 points. We'll talk about the historical numbers in just a second, as he had another 40-point outburst, his 74th career 40-point game of his career. But courtesy of Comcast Business, every connection counts. Let's hear from Kerr, GP2, and Steph himself on his legendary 2-night. Oh, full screen first. All right, let's see the full screen. Give me that full screen right now to put some context into it. Here you go.
People didn't understand.
I wanted to hear from Kerr before this. Here's the context.
Points is enough context.
Tied Michael Jordan for most 40-point games after turning 30 years old in NBA history. He's got 44, and he put the 3-2 up backwards. Yeah. He knew what was going on. He has 13 40-point games since turning 35. That's second all time. 7th most points by a player over 37 in NBA history. 47th game with 9+ threes made, more than the next 5 players combined. In the 98th game with 8+ threes made, equaling the next 4 players combined. So yeah, he's doing something pretty special.
It's the joy that he plays with, Devontae.
No, it is the joy. Here's Steve Kerr, GP2, and Stephen Curry on his legendary nights.
Steph just completely took over. The whole second half. I mean, it was great in the first half too, but you could tell he was just feeling it, and amazing to watch him play.
He's fully healthy now. I don't think he's sick anymore, so it's just good to see him out there. Get his normal run, his normal jogs, normal bounce, his normal rhythm. So once he gets going, we'll just try to find him, try to get him open, make it easy for us.
How aware were you of tying Michael Jordan for 40-point games at your age?
Very aware. I threw up I did it backwards though. It's the second time I've done that. But yeah, I was aware of it for sure. It's something just I didn't know about it going one away until last game, and then obviously was asked about it, and then when I got over that number, like that's pretty cool, just from an individual accomplishment perspective, just to be able to be in that type of company. The longevity is something I pride myself on, so that was pretty cool.
All right, this last 2 nights, Fezifel, we're going crazy in the newsroom. I mean, he had a 22-point third quarter Wednesday night, 17-point third quarter Friday night, including the last 14 of that frame to keep them in the basketball game. I mean, what he's doing at the age of 37 is just jaw-dropping.
He's saying that gravity does not apply to me, because you expect that after the age of 30, you start to drop. Well, Steph is doing this, and he's doing this with absurd efficiency. All right, let's go through the numbers, all right? Steph had 95 points in 70 minutes. Absurd efficiency, 16 for 26, 9 for 17 from the three-point line, and 8 for 8 from the free throw line. So what he's doing right now is he's saying, listen, I'm just going to put the whole team on my back, and we're going to get through this tough stretch. Lost 6 games in a row, and the Warriors were really just trying to get back on track. And that's a great momentum builder. Now you have to take that momentum and keep running with it, because you know how quickly the momentum can shift, Cena.
What's really nice is that he's coming into this game with that gravity pull towards him. So now this automatically opens things up for everyone else to have the space to create, to be able to shoot, to be able to knock down some shots. So all attention's going to be on Steph Curry tonight. This is really now the duty of his teammates to say, okay, you've been carrying us. I know that load's been heavy, but let's see if we can step up for you. And the other thing I'll say too is Steph doing all of this while minimizing his turnovers, which we know that this has been a problem, right, in the first few games, and doing this with all the drama around him off the court. This is a focused man right now, being able to showcase.
Is the drama being the shoe controversy? That's way too much space, AD.
For 53 points.
What are we talking about?
There's another third quarter explosion, 28 in that third quarter, 17 to 27 and 8 made threes.
AD could have called Wemby just to give him a little taste of, yeah, bro, I remember this. I know what it's like to have to chase around the chef.
And don't forget, AD was and is, when he is healthy, one of the best big men in the NBA. Defensively, he can guard and switch 1 through 5, and you see Steph Curry over there making him look like a child.
And then early in that 2016 season, he just went ballistic and then had the 3-point record for most threes made in a basketball game, since broken by Klay Thompson, of course. 13 to 17 for the 3-point line, 46 big ones. So, you know what? I have a feeling that he loves seeing that Pelicans jersey.
Yeah, there's something about the Pelicans curse right now when it comes to Steph Curry, but I'm just really particularly thinking, look how automatic these shots still look. Guys, that's 8 years ago. 8 years ago, we're still seeing the fluidity on his shot, the ability to get folks stuck on screens, caught behind him, and ones. It's too late. It's too late.
And Fezzi, we didn't even show the highlights from Game 3 of that first round series back in 2015.
Are you trying to give nightmares to the New Orleans fans who might be watching?
We already have.